Hi everyone, welcome to my cheesy kitchen. Today's recipe, I'm going to show you how to make a baked vegetable au gratin. It's one of those first continental dishes that I had as a child because I think it's so creamy and delicious, and my children also love it, and I make it very often at home. I have a slight twist to how I make this cheesy sauce. I actually make it along with Britannia's Asli Pepper cheese spread, and it renders a beautiful flavor. So without wasting any time, let's just dive right in and I'll show you how to make it. So there's a three-step process to this. First, grate your cheese, which is going to be going on the top for gratination, and then cook the vegetables and make the sauce. I'm going to take you through each one. First, grate the Britannia cheese block. So I have this Britannia cheese block with me, and it's one of my favorite cheese to use for gratins because it's packed with the flavors of cheddar and it melts beautifully, rendering a delicious taste to the gratins. And notice how beautifully it grates and brings in these long grates of cheese. What I typically do is to grate like a block of cheese and then put it in the freezer and then use it as and when required. Like if I have some vegetables ready and I have grated cheese, all I have to do is to make the sauce and then make a quick gratin. So having a cheese grated and kept in the freezer always helps. So now that our cheese is grated, the next step is to roast the vegetables in one pan and make the cheese sauce in another pan. So let me just do that. So the first step is to roast the vegetables. So into my preheated pan, I'm going to go ahead and drizzle some oil. We'll add in the zucchini, beans, and some carrots. Going to sprinkle some salt. And we're going to roast the vegetables until they soften and turn lightly golden brown. So this will take about 4 to 5 minutes. And once this is done, I'll show you how to make the cheese sauce. So we'll just give it a stir. Then I'm going to cover the pan and allow the vegetables to cook on medium heat for about 4 to 5 minutes or until it's just about cooked. So the vegetables have been cooking for close to about 5 minutes and they're perfectly done, just like how I like it. I'm going to turn off the heat and show you how to make the creamy cheese sauce. So to begin making the cheese sauce, the first step, into my pan, I'm just going to go ahead and add in the butter. Allow it to melt for a bit, and then we'll add in the flour. We'll roast the flour in the butter for a few seconds, and then I'm going to go ahead and add in the milk, little at a time, and keep stirring until we have a lump-free smooth mixture. And now the twist to my cheesy sauce is going to be the Britannia Asli Pepper cheese spread. Okay, I'm going to add the cheese spread into the milk mixture, and then we'll keep stirring it until it becomes nice and thick. So the best thing that I like to do is to always stock these cheese spreads in my refrigerator because they come in very handy to make these cheese sauces or even a pasta sauce and dips for parties. Now I'm going to allow the cheese spread to melt into the milk and then keep stirring until it becomes nice and thick and creamy. So here I've used the Asli Pepper cheese spread of the Britannia's cheese spread variants. They come with 6 different variants and each one of them are packed with flavors, and oftentimes I at least stock 3 to 4 different types of cheese spreads in my refrigerator, and they come in really handy to make various different kinds of dishes apart from just spreading it over toast. So that's it. So let me just go ahead and keep stirring this. And ensure that you continue to keep stirring because otherwise you'll form lumps. It's important that you make a nice, smooth and creamy mixture. Okay, cool. Notice that the cheese sauce has become nice and thick and creamy and absolutely lump-free, and this is exactly how we want it. The moment you notice that it's beginning to bubble and it has thickened, turn off the heat. And also you would notice that I've not added any salt because the butter has some salt as well as the Britannia Asli Pepper cheese spread is packed with flavors and has a little bit of salt. So if you do need a little more salt, go ahead and add a pinch. So now I'm just going to go ahead and turn off the heat and show you how to assemble the gratin. I'm going to go ahead and first spoon in the vegetables into my baking dish. So flatten the vegetables just a bit. Then I'm going to go ahead and pour the creamy cheese sauce over the vegetables. We'll give it a light stir so that the vegetables get evenly coated with the sauce. That looks perfect. Now at this stage, I'm going to go ahead and sprinkle the Britannia cheese block over this, which is going to add to the deliciousness of the gratin. That's it. So the final step is to now take this dish and put it in the oven, preheated at about 180 degrees centigrade, and gratinate it until the cheese melts and you see light brown spots on the top. So I'm going to bake it on the top rack of the oven. Okay. So it's beautifully gratinated. Notice how the crust is light golden brown and the cheese is melted beautifully, and that's how you want a gratin to be. Okay, so that's it. The vegetable or gratin is ready, and it was really simple to make. All you needed is some fresh vegetables. You can use any vegetable of your choice, and then make a creamy cheese sauce with Britannia Asli Pepper cheese spread, and then top it off with the Britannia cheese block, which is packed with flavors. So do give this recipe a try. When you do, don't forget to share your cheesy kitchen moments with us. We'd love to hear from you. So until then, until next time, happy cooking and healthy eating.